Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm on today with my make for this week's Play and Make challenge, which is hosted every Saturday by the Crafting Shed Davies here on YouTube. I shall link her down below, and you might want to go and give this challenge a go yourself. So what it is a weekly challenge, and it's just for fun, but it throws up 3 different colours and 3 things that you've got to use in your project. You can make anything at all. This week I've made a card. The colours were orange, brown and gold, and you had to use paint, embossing powders and glitter. But what I used was gold glitter embossing powder, so that killed 2 birds with the 1 stone, so to speak. And so this is my card for the challenge. As you can see, it's brown and orange, the brown and orange paint. There's gold with the sentiment, a thank you sentiment. These butterflies are matte gold, and it's on a craft card. I just cut the papers into different size strips for a bit of interest. And you see the gold embossing powders glittering away there. I just threw it over the wet paint. I wasn't sure if that would work because I've never done that before. I've always used it with a Versamark pad and a stamp. But I thought I'd give it a go, and it's worked because it's not moving. It's set as where I've put it. So how I got this background was I used this. This is my fake alternative to Gelli printing. It's a zip-up folder, and it's got a large padded envelope inside, and on top of that it's a sheet of fun foam, and I use it on this side, the fun foam side. It just gives it a bit of cushioning. And what I did was I'd dotted brown all over here, and then I took the brayer and I brayered the brown paint all over. Then I took the sheet, just a sheet of plain copy paper, and I put it on top, smoothed it over, peeled it off, and I had the brown pattern, and then I left it to dry, and then I done the same with the orange. So it gives a nice kind of grungy effect. And as I said, the glitter and the embossing powder was all in one, rather than using glitter and embossing powders. So quite happy with that this week. And I've got another card using one of my new Gelli prints. I used a embossing folder to get this it's a kind of crazed paved look, if you can see it like that. And it's a card for my father-in-law. I think it's safe enough to put it on here. I can't imagine that he'd be watching, so I don't think he knows I've got a YouTube channel. But I stamped the footsteps in a kind of dark brown. Happy birthday. The dad's a peel off and the 70, and this is a stamp I've stamped and coloured in the walking boots. So I've used gold pearlescent paints from Poundland, and also the copper. I think it was copper red that I used here, and it's a metallic paint from Poundland as well. So it gave a nice kind of subtle background to it. I've also got some more papers to show you, and playing about with some more embossing folders. This Christmas one, this one worked really well. This one's, I'd say, worked the best out of all the embossing folders that I tried. What I did is run a piece of cereal box, or any card would do, but you don't want to use your good card. Cereal boxes are perfect for it. So run it through so you've got the embossed bit of card, and then you ink up your jelly plate. I've been using this handmade jelly plate. The recipe is on Bettsy Doodle's channel, so I'll link Bettsy Doodle down here. Her February Jelly series has been very inspiring. It's jelly plate using jelly printing using lots of different household objects. So as you can see, the wording came out quite well in some of the circles. So I'm thinking of cutting this down and using it for Christmas cards. I've never really used this embossing folder much, and I think this is the best use of it I'll have. I've used it before just with white, but I think this would make a nice Christmas card. And the next embossing folder I tried was this kind of floral one. It's not quite as clear. Well, it's clear here, but a bit much paint here. So you never know what you're going to get with the jelly printing, and you can try to do the same again and get two different results. Quite liking the effect here. In the next one, I used this floral embossing folder. I used it with yellow and pink, neon yellow and neon pink, but it's blended together to give most of it a kind of orangey tint. The pink shows up the flowers the best, but it wasn't a very clear print, so I thought I would take a rubber stamp, and I'd stamped with black Versaclear ink pad. I stamped the two different sizes of flowers all over. I thought that was quite effective. So you can always do something else to your prints if you don't like them as they are. And this next one I definitely didn't like as it was, but I added some stamps. This is very, very grungy. I don't think it's picking it up very well. It's like oranges and greens and browns, and I used a kind of crisscross. You can see the crisscross embossing folder here. That came out well with the brown paint, and it was just a kind of oh, what's the name? I forgot the name of this kind of stamp. It's just a selection of images. No, it's not coming to me. I can't think what you would call a selection of images in the one stamp. If you know, let me know. So, I'm not sure about that one. The next one didn't work very well, but what I did like, I like the two colours together. I like that kind of jade green and the blue. This one was a wide piece of lace that I tried. You might get the slight texture here. I might embellish that with other ways at some point, because I do like the colour combination. This was just the roll off of the two colours on the brayer. I think it would need some more work to it. This one I used a cardboard egg box for the pattern. Again, a lot of my papers are very grungy. You can pick out the egg box shapes slightly, where it's took the paint off of the jelly plate. And then this one, I used the selection of neon yellow, neon pink and the neon green. And as I said about getting different results, I tried another one right after I'd done this one, and it came out completely different. See, depends how much paint you put on it. I don't know which one I prefer though. They've both got the kind of egg box print on it, if you can see. This might be quite nice cut up into background paper. And this is the greener one of the two. That was a kind of roll off on the back, rolling off and printing off the paint onto it. So that's all I've got for today, and I hope you'll join me next time. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already done. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.